I am working on my 2009 Acura MDX, and this is a really strange or more interesting problem. Couple of weeks ago, actually, I had a strange problem in the car, and that was a few things. One, I obviously have the door panel open. That side is still on there. Basically, the backlight for the lock, every switch on the door panel went out. The window wouldn't work. Window control wouldn't go up and down. And the biggest problem is the fuel door. I'm extremely surprised Honda did this. In all of their previous models, they had a lever. On the previous generation, there's a little lever right here. You flip it up, it's mechanical. On the Honda, they have a switch right here, which is also a lever, mechanical cable. But on this one, they got very smart and put electrical switch, which opens this fuel door. Well, the problem is, when you have a little bit of electrical issue, this fuel door doesn't open. Neither does this trunk. So in order to open this fuel door manually, there's an inside panel. In the panel, you gotta reach in, and there's a plastic plastic piece that you just slide backward and it will open. That's right on the inside, right around here. But you have to climb in through the inside because the back hatch doesn't open. Anyway, I took this car to the mechanic shop because why wouldn't I? I was too lazy to work on it. And they told me the first thing they need to do is replace the door switch, which I know for sure is not the problem. I told them that. They don't want to listen to me because they're smart. And I told them there's most likely a power or ground issue, or the door module, which is right here, is bad. They said, nope, there's absolutely nothing we can do. We have to change the door switch. Well, I told them, do what you need to do because I don't feel like working on it. Well, good news. My other MDX broke. That's a different long story. And I put that in the shop. I told them, you know what? I can't give you both of my MDXs. My wife doesn't want to drive my BMW. So I told them, okay, I gotta take one back. So they gave me this one back. And when I came, I don't have access to the schematics. I printed out all the electrical schematics from their shop. Yeah, I know those guys. They're pretty good. But I got all the schematics for the body control module, all the electrical system. And like I said, they were nice enough to give me all these printouts. And there's a point to this. I'm going to get to the point. I followed all of this, and as I suspected, there were no help at all because they also have access to this and they looked into it too. I decided to start poking around in the harness because I know a thing or two about electrical, and I suspected it is a lifted ground. So I started following everything, and once again, I am extremely surprised. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Honda did this. There's a splice. There's 3 splice for the ground. This is coming out of the door in line, coming in here. There's splice into 3 wires. Okay, whatever. That goes into this one. So these 2 splices are in series. And then they have another one right on this spot. And this is what went bad. I am going to crack that open, but I don't know if this gives you a reference point. This is in line coming in from the body, goes in here, it splits up into a bunch of different sections. This 2 connector goes to the door modules. It connects in like that. And then, but this main ground wire that comes this way splices into here and then that comes up here and splices into a bunch of other circuits. Basically, this black wire is black with silver is the ground circuit, and I know this is what went bad because when I jumped these two wires, everything started working. So these splices look like they were done by a bunch of monkeys. I'm going to redo these splices, all of them. But in short, if you have electrical issue with the backlight and the door doesn't work, fuel door doesn't work, lock unlock doesn't work, but everything works fine when you use the actuator on the diagnostic tool, I am pretty sure it's one of these three splices that went bad. Depending on which one, more things will go bad. Like I said, they are in series: main splice, second one, and third one. So if this one goes bad, everything's gonna not work. If this one goes bad, half of the stuff. If this one goes bad, third of the stuff. So that's what it is. I'm not gonna make any more video on this because there really isn't any point because I already tested this out. You know what? Let me take this out. Let me see what it looks like. I don't want to splice this thing together again. You know what? I'm going to take this out. I'll show you what it looks like inside. All right, I'm going to utilize the tripod, and I actually have never opened this before. I don't know what it looks like inside. Let's see if I can open this cleanly. Yeah, there's a good chance I'm going to cut my finger. There's a bunch of tape. They're very strong tape. And I don't know how or what went wrong in here. Everything looks fine. It does look completely fine, but I know it's got no connection here. So I don't know what happened. Huh. That's what the splice looks like. Let me give you a closer look. If you showed me that splice, I would say absolutely nothing is wrong with it. Come on, focus. Focus. All right, that's what it looks like. And looks like there is absolutely nothing wrong with it, but I know this is where it went wrong, and I'm gonna check it again, and then I'm gonna redo whichever splice needs to be redone. So that's that. All right, hopefully this helps someone. I will fix this and then redo the taping and then put it back together. So this makes no sense to me. This is the same ground circuit. I open all three splices. First one, second one right here, and the third one right here, and they all look perfectly good. So when I do continuity test, there's a multimeter back there. I don't know if you can hear this. Oh great, the multimeter just died. Let me see if I can bring it back to life for long enough. Nope. Anyway, so when I test it here, I have ground signal here. I don't have it here or here. And looks like all of these splices are good. And if I short this wire right here, everything starts working. So maybe it's a broken wire inside or what, but I know if I fix this or redo these grounds, it'll start working. So because it's just ground and they're just splices, I'm just going to do overlay with all these, and let's see what it does. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull the door panel again to do the overlay. Okay, only wire I have that's not twisted pair is color orange, which is good because I want it to be a different color. So if I or anyone else ever works on this again in the future, they can identify that there's been an overlay. So it's not the cleanest connection, but I'm not doing it for the looks. The correct way to do it is, I did the same thing here, but correct way to do it is split that open, run it through. I did that on both wires, and then I'm going to twist it together. I'm going to get these two together and then twist around it and then tape over it. I can't do shrink, shrink tube on here because, I don't want to undo the wire. But anyway, this should fix the problem. I'm going to twist this up and test it before I redo the tape for the whole harness. Okay, so I taped it all up, zip tied it on here, and once again the taping job is not the greatest, and this is just to protect the wires from chafing against the plastic and the metal. But I think this will work for now for what I needed to do. And I did test it. That little splice jumping between two black wires is what fixed everything. So the fuel door releases and the door lock unlock works and everything is functional now. Okay, so here was the problem. These backlights were gone. I couldn't open the window, and this lock unlock wouldn't work, the memory wouldn't work, the mirrors wouldn't work. Here's lock unlock working. Memory buttons lit up. They're working. The window switches are working. So, and the fuel door is also working. Right, there's the fuel door. So that little overlay did solve all of this problem. So when you go to mechanic shop or the dealer and they start want to swapping parts, they told me first thing they're going to do is replace this, then the door module, then the body controller. In reality, all it needed was a ground. All right, hopefully hopefully this helps someone and help someone out. Good luck.